How you doing, folks? My name is Chef Peace. Welcome to Quick Cooking with All Tyme Catering. Today I'm going to do for you wild blackened salmon with a peach vinaigrette and potato puree. So my mise en place for my dish today is marjoram, mint, blackened seasoning. I have crushed red pepper. I have mayo, black pepper, salt, pepper, heavy cream, butter, and then I have potato, which is I pre-diced, and I have a tomato, which I'll blanch, and a peach, which will go with the peach vinaigrette salsa, and also my salmon. So as I decor the top off to take this off, so we won't have to worry about that later, I cut 2 slits in the middle of it so I can have an easy peel when it's blanched. So when I put it in there, the skin will peel right off. So drop it in there. So also today I have my mint and also my marjoram. This will be a garnish at the end, but my mint will actually go with the peach vinaigrette. So what I want to do is I have it all bunched together like this. Is an easy way for you to like thinly chop the mint. So just want to go ahead, give me a nice julienne chop on my mint. See, nice and, nice and julienne. Put it back in there because I want to put everything together. So here's my peach. I want to go ahead and peel this skin off of it. The next thing I'm gonna do with my blanched tomatoes, I'm gonna de-seed it. Really, you just really have to squeeze it. Squeeze it, and it'll come. You see all the seeds falling right out. So all you have to do is get them out here, and they'll fall right out. Okay. And sometimes you gotta play around with it. It'll come right out. Give it a nice little squeeze. And all the seeds come out. Alright. Make sure both of them are nice. Yeah, it might sound gross, but definitely once you get to the tasting of it, it wouldn't definitely be no problem. As I wash my hands from that. I'll go ahead and give me a nice rough chop on these 2. Go. Nice finely chopped. Add that with the peach mix that we have here. Okay. Clean this cutting board. Gotta stay clean in my section. So, and what I'm gonna do next is I'm going to add this mint, finely julienne mint that I have here. I'm going to get some salt, some pepper. And also I'm going to throw a little bit of crushed red pepper. So I'm adding the mint. The reason why I'm adding the mint with the peach and the blanched tomatoes because it gives it a nice, great earthy taste to it, and so it definitely brings out the flavor of each item I have in here. So as I mix this all up together, you want to be very gentle with the peaches and the tomatoes because the tomatoes are already blanched and they're chopped, so you don't want to give them a mushy type of feel. So as this is already coming together, I take my olive oil and coat them as I mix them. I put a half a cup of olive oil in here, so I'm folding it in with my peaches, my tomatoes, and my mint to bring the flavor out much more. So as I lightly folded it in right now, that my mix is basically much done. Alright, so I can pull that to the side. So here I have the wild salmon. Basically I'm a de-skin it because I don't like the skin. Many people like skin, but I don't like it too much. So it's an easy way you can take. You just put your knife under a spot under the skin, and you can just slide it, and it'll come right off. Just that simple, and you still have a whole fish. Okay, and we can throw this to the side. So I want to season it with salt and pepper on both sides. And also, I'm going to go ahead and throw the blackened seasoning on it. I'm going to put a pinch of salt on each side of my salmon, a pinch of pepper on each side. And also I want to go ahead and be very generous with the blackened seasoning because I want to get that nice dark flavor taste from it. So as my pot is over here already pretty hot, I'm going to go ahead and add some butter. I add the butter for it gives it a better brown color to the salmon, and also it's definitely better with the heat. So I add that in there. So when this gets nice and hot, turn up the heat a little bit, I can go ahead and throw the salmon. Why is that getting nice and hot? I have potatoes here that I pre-cut, pre-peeled and pre-cut. So I cut it in fours, and then I do small dice. Reason why I'm doing small dice is the simple fact the potatoes will cook quicker for you and everything. Just in case you try to do a quick meal or something like that, you know, 30-minute meal. You want to seal in the flavor that the salt, pepper, and the blackened seasoning have. So I put it face down, so it'll give it that nice crust. So as that's cooking, I have my potatoes over here. Okay, it's not too hot. Pick it up. Okay, get that in there. So with my potatoes, I want to keep them hot because, simple fact, I'm gonna puree it. So I have my KitchenAid puree machine over here. I want to go ahead and dump the potatoes in here. Okay. I want to put like 2 teaspoons of salt in there and 2 teaspoons of pepper for the seasoning. I want to go ahead and also put like a half a cup of heavy cream. Pour that right in there. You might need more, just, you know, depending on how you feel. And I'll have a tablespoon of butter. Alright, so you can add less butter if you feel like, you know, you want to be much more healthier, or you can add more butter to get that nice creamy feel from, you know, the potato puree. So for the salmon, I like to cook it 3 minutes on each side because I still like it medium, so it can stay juicy in the inside and bring definitely the flavors out. So flipping it, see how I got that nice dark brown, beautiful crust right there? That's how you want it. That's how I cook. I'm back to the processor. We're going to go ahead and get this potato puree situated. So if you feel like it's getting too lumpy or anything like that, you can definitely add some more heavy cream, which I'm about to do. creamy feel to it. So, I mean, you can leave it in the process for like 3 to 5 minutes, keep it, you know, or just until it's not real lumpy. Put that back up in there. So as you can see, it's got like a nice creamy feel to it. As you can see how it's coming out to be. So that's finished. This is what you want, a nice creamy texture to it. Still, it's loose a little bit. So that's done. My salmon's done. I can turn the heat off. Still nice and juicy. I can still see the juices coming out of it. Let that sit on my plate. Okay. So now another thing I want to add, which I didn't forget, almost did. I add a little bit of mayo. Reason why I add a little bit of mayo, because it's the way I like it. It's a different style, gives you a different feel, and it gives you a nice little tanginess behind it. So, not many people do it, but because they feel like mayo needs to be cold all the time, and you know you can't cook mayo with with anything warm. But I've been doing this for years with my family, and it's like a little tradition that we have in my family. So we put mayo on our mashed potatoes. It's real good. Let that go ahead back up. All right, just for a couple, just for like 30 seconds. So I have everything pretty much ready, and I want to go ahead and start planing everything. Wipe my hands off. I'll be working with this nice, beautiful long plate. I'm gonna wash off this spoon. You can take as much as you want. I like a lot of mashed potatoes. So you see how it's creamy? I'll let it pour down for you. That's how it's similar to how you want it. So as I put it on the plate, move this to the side over here. I have my wild blackened salmon that I want right on top. Vinaigrette right on top. And then I want to go ahead and also go ahead and get a nice little small little chop on my marjoram. So you can smell what's on the plate. You can smell the flavors on the plate. Let's take that, sprinkle it on top. There you go. Wild blackened salmon with peach vinaigrette and potato puree. So peace. I'm signing out for All Tyme.